What's up, Cancer? This is going to be your bi-weekly love check-in. This is for my Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoyed this video, please do give me a like, throw me a comment, share, it helps out the channel. If you are new here, I put these out every 2 weeks, as I said, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell if you want to keep up with me as I do. I offer personal sessions, guys. In my sessions, like I do with these readings and in all my content, I integrate manifesting the universal law of assumption and mindset. So if you would like to get that from me, I help you break unconscious patterns, look at you and your dynamic with your specific person, and actually help you manifest different outcomes or what you prefer. Okay, if that's something that you would like, then you can book in with me. If you would prefer to get a more traditional tarot reading or a psychic reading, or you just want some quick answers, I have put links to my affiliates in the description box as well. Mystic Sense will give you 5 minutes reading free, and Spiritual Blossom will give you a bonus $10 when you deposit $20. Check them out if you want to, and otherwise you can follow me on TikTok or Instagram. I put the links to those in the description box of the video. Okay guys, Cancer, I'm going to do a person on your mind. How do they feel about you? Then how do you feel about them, and a projected potential outcome. And the reason I say potential, marrying into what I said, these tarot readings on my channel are check-in points into one version of you, your specific person, and the connection that you, Cancer, have manifested or manifesting, selecting out of the infinite that are available right now in this very given moment. Okay, creation is finished, all things exist at once, everyone is you pushed out, circumstances do not matter, your desires are meant for you, you can have anything you want, any version of a person you want. If you want to manifest this differently, it just requires a shift in your state of consciousness, the version of Cancer that you're being, and a reselection of new thoughts and assumptions pushed out. And if you don't know what I mean, you can check out my other content. I like to give you tips as I go in the reading. Okay, Cancer, the person on your mind. 9 of Swords is in the reverse. They want to get past some kind of stress between the two of you. And burden, 10 of Wands, is in the upright. 10 cards are good. End of a burden, but something's weighing on the connection, causing anxiety, causing stress. Let's take a look what's going on here. All right, Cancer, how do they feel? Okay, 9 of Pentacles is in the reverse, 4 of Pentacles is in the upright, Page of Wands is in the reverse. The Death card's in the reverse, the Strength card's in the reverse. There's something challenging confidence here. Now, this could be to do with work and career matters, okay? Self-confidence when it comes to that. 4 of Pentacles is a little bit of also insecurity. 9 of Pentacles in the reverse, like maybe it's got a lot to do with career, finances, money, and the Strength card in the reverse is lacking a lot of confidence. The Death card in the reverse being a bit of this round and round kind of an energy. So I do feel that there has been stress, at least in the recent perceived past, between you and this person. That's the dynamic or what's being experienced. You know, a portion of you, Cancer, 4 of Pentacles, there's definitely this holding on to the connection, but maybe holding back a little bit. And Page of Wands in the reverse. It could be that there's challenges to strength between the two of you because there's a little bit of this some ego clashing. Okay, now the ego clashing could be coming from insecurities, lack of confidence, which could be tied to financial security. A small portion of you, Cancer, I have to point it out, Page of Wands in the reverse, this can be flirtatious kind of an energy, but there can be insecurities that it's nothing beyond flirtation. And the reason for some of you that might be is the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse with the Death card is unfinished business outside of your situation. Never take anything I'm saying as your story if it's not your story, guys. Don't keep anything in your awareness that's not serving you or that isn't your story. And even if it is your story, it's not serving you. I'll get to you and I'll explain why. But the Strength card in the reverse. So there's like maybe some clashing. There's also lacking confidence maybe to move ahead. There's holding on but not sort of giving everything. I'm going to get a little bit more here with that Page of Wands. There's a 6 of Swords. There's a 2 of Pentacles, back and forth kind of an energy. For some of you, you're dealing with a situation that involves travel or distance or over water. So there's back and forth about that, lacking confidence. The other thing, Cancer, for those of you in the camp where you feel like this has been non-committal for some reason, 2 of Pentacles can be the juggling of options. I mean, that could be on your side as well, Cancer. Okay, no judgment if that's the case. I mean, someone here might not be totally available, okay, if this is your reading, or otherwise this is just like back and forth because of insecurity and maybe distance and maybe some clashing and some tension, feeling like, okay, there's indecision here on the way forward, and also can we move things along in a more positive direction because of this back and forth energy. Also potentially trying to move things in a more positive direction if there's like needing to prioritize the connection, but there's troubles here with work-life balance or career or money in versus money out with that Two of Pentacles. I mean, Cancer, we've got King of Cups, Four of Cups directly after that. So Cancer, King of Cups, firstly, well, that is water energy. Could be the way that this person relates to you emotionally, or you're dealing with another water sign, but that is love. But the Four of Cups is feeling like potentially that there's an energy between the two of you of either disappointment, or I said ego clashes, like you're not really, you're rejecting what I have to offer, like feeling not good enough, okay? And holding on, but holding back quite a lot. So that could be a dynamic, guys, like it's stuck and there's insecurities, and maybe it gets ping pong back and forth, like you're rejecting me, you're not really giving me everything, etc., etc. Let me just see what's this Four of Cups, Six of Pentacles. Exactly, it's about trying to focus on reciprocity. Is this reciprocal? Small portion of you, like I said, this is stuck because there's unfinished business and there's support needed outside of your connection. There could be someone that's like dependent on someone, okay? And a decision needs to be made to move ahead. That could be family, that could be another person, someone might not be available, or their finances are drained in some kind of a way, so it's hard to get reciprocal energy between the two of you because that's like a lot of responsibility. 10 of Wands I saw at the beginning of the reading, there's something weighing on the connection, okay? Now Cancer, it's going to be more important what's going on with you because you've manifested this, okay? All of this shit is easily fixable because it's all circumstantial. Even the way they think and feel about you and any actions that they're going to take is completely within your control when you shift, okay? Let's look at this Two of Swords. Yeah, they still want to talk to you, Cancer. It is stuck. There's indecision, but they want to communicate. So some of, you know, quite a few of you, either you are in communication, or if you've been stuck, you're going to be hearing from this person. Now you would have manifested that too, Cancer, okay? So everything that's showing up, you're manifesting, okay? It's come from some level of awareness or a state that you're in. So, and this is just a present check-in, guys. You can shift it in a moment, but there's something here to do with lack of clarity, lack of plan, and then we have the Lovers card here. Strong connection, Cancer, but something to do with choices. There's a choice or a decision that needs to be made. It doesn't feel clear. Some of you, there's been, you know, lack of like communicating a plan, or a feeling of things not being completely revealed, because the Two of Swords is also like the blindfolds on, okay? So, and that could cause ego clashes. Maybe it's suspicion. You're not being upfront with me. Page of Wands in the reverse can be flirtation. It's the shadow of the Page of Wands, okay? So it's flirtation, but is this just like flirtation? You know, are you taking it seriously? And if you're in the camp, Cancer, where you've manifested something where there's unfinished business that's like seemingly getting in the way, romantic or third party, otherwise, like even work, guys, or career or distance, it's all considered third party energy, which you can manifest away, okay, Cancer? Or if you feel like someone is indecisive or in, out, hot, cold, inconsistent, it's all you, Cancer. So we're going to get to your side of the street and I'll explain a bit more. And guys, before I get into it, if you would like to get going on breaking these cycles, these hot, cold cycles, if this sounds like you, I've put together a free guide. The link is in the description box of the video. It's going to help you to get going on, stepping back into your power as the operant power of your reality, breaking any unwanted cycles like hot and cold or third parties or any of that kind of stuff, working on you and, manifesting what you prefer. So check out that guide that I've put in the description box. It's free. All right, Cancer, how do you feel about them? I mean, it looks like communication, Gemini energy, Cancer, Leo energy, Scorpio energy. Let's have a look. How do you feel about them, Cancer? Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, there's either something to do with lacking confidence because of financial issues, or someone or both of you is not single and available. Because I'm not getting that this is a commitment, but there's something about a choice needing to be made. So Cancer, if you're in the camp where you're waiting for someone to choose you, you just fucking choose. It's literally that simple. You just shift your state, you step into the self-concept and the identity of I'm Cancer, I am the chosen one. Take your focus, your awareness off anything that seems like a block or an obstacle. It doesn't belong in that end. You can check out the video that I did about infinite states. There are infinite versions of you and infinite versions of people. You don't need to mess with the circumstances. You just go to your end, okay? How does Cancer feel about this person? Ace of Cups is in the reverse. So you feel like maybe the love has been lost, the emotion, but then there's emotion here, Cancer. So what's your assumptions? Nine of Wands, there's a wound. There's a block, there's a guard. Chariot card, that is you, Cancer. You want to persevere, but then there's a sort of at least in the recent perceived past, like I said, there's insecurities, there's some kind of a wound, maybe some ego issues or lacking confidence to move ahead. And we've got Chariot cards. So that's again about travel or distance. So that could be again a factor. And we've got the Wheel of Fortune, Cancer. So you partly feel like this is quite destined. If this is your reading, guys, and again, they don't have to be for everyone. Let's have a look what else. Five of Swords is in the reverse. You want to get past some kind of stress. And the Oracle cards might tell us a bit more about these details and these circumstances, guys, and what's going on. But the Ace of Wands is in the reverse. Seems like you've lost the passion, or you doubt that there's passion. You're lacking inspiration. Let's have a look. Yeah, the Hierophant card's in the reverse. Inability to commit to the situation. Now, that might be either one, someone is in a commitment, cannot commit, or someone is wanting commitment and the other one is non-committal or doesn't feel ready to commit, guys, or there's differences in values, okay? Hierophant card in the reverse, that can be unconventional. Okay, so there could be something like that, guys. Now, Cancer, like I said to you, you can have whatever the fuck you want. So if you're in a commitment, Cancer, and you want someone, all the pieces will move. If you say, no, that's my soulmate, I want them. Trust me, guys, think of the infinite potentials. If you're waiting for someone to commit to you, I don't give a shit if they've already said before, I'm not ready or I can't. You literally, moment by moment, you shift states. You just need to detach, okay? It's not logical. It doesn't matter because you've manifested it in the first place, okay? So there's the Hierophant card in the reverse with the Judgment card. You still want revival energy, but the Judgment card is also about a decision that needs to be made. So like I said, Cancer, the decision is yours. The Sun card is in the reverse, so there's lack of clarity. On one hand, you feel like this person makes you happy. On the other hand, that's slightly dulled because there's something about indecision. There's a wound. Nine of Wands. Why? Empress card. Well, Empress card would be about growth and expansion. For some of you, there's children in the mix here, a wife or a mother figure or something like that. So that's why there's inability to commit. Don't take it if it's not your story, but if there's a triangle, like I said, that's possible. But this is like, you know, perhaps like there's a feeling of fate or destiny or something like that. Strong connection. Lover's card. Wheel of Fortune. Empress. I mean, we've got Five of Wands. It's in the reverse. So there's this sense of competition. Okay? Competing interests. Now, if it's not about a third party and not choosing the connection because there's some triangle or responsibility to a third party or whatever, then this could be just like it's been a bit non-committal because of outside conflicting factors or someone wanting to stay single and being not ready. Again, also Cancer fixable. You just need to decide what it is you want. Sorry if I sound like a broken record, guys, but in the end of the day, it all boils down to the same fucking thing, okay? It's you. It's you, okay? So you need to decide, select the version of you that has exactly what you want, and select the version of the person that wants what you want. Simple. With dominant thoughts and assumptions, and just let go of everything else, okay? Let's see, Cancer, what's going on. I mean, look, there's communication for sure. Eight of Wands. But there's this stuck energy and the blindfold seems on and back and forth due to seemingly difficult circumstances and some kind of a block or a wound and a sense of competition and stress, and you want to get past that, Cancer. And it's dulled the passion. If you want this person to be all over you like you know, bees to honey or whatever, you're just going to be like, they're so hot for me, they're mad about me, I'm the only one. If you have an issue where you just feel like you're not being prioritized or this person is not giving you what you really want or deserve, I always get what I want. Self-concept's important as a general standard. One, you're God, okay, of your reality. Sorry to anyone that's new that doesn't understand what I'm talking about. I have a whole playlist about law of assumption, and you could research the topic. But your self-concept's important. I'm a version of Cancer. I'm in complete control because I am the master of my reality. I manifest everything, okay? So therefore also, I'm a version of Cancer. I'm always chosen. Anyone I want wants me more. Anyone I love loves me a million times more. Put yourself on the pedestal. Nothing is not possible to manifest. And then, you know, if you're worried that this person doesn't really want you or there's competition, no, absolutely not. I'm the only person in their world. They want me. If you want the commitment, you go straight to, no, we have a perfect relationship. They want to marry me, or we're married, or whatever it is. There's an end for everything. There's a state. Okay? All right, Cancer, what does this person want in the next 2 weeks? There's a mirror thing. Everyone's a mirror to you, Cancer. Everyone is you pushed out. But there's a strong soul connection here. So there might be this real intense thing, mirroring each other. Okay? We have ship. This is progressing and arriving, receive what you need. There is some kind of a mirroring each other of like, I'm not good enough, or I can't give you what you need, and vice versa. You might both mutually have an insecurity around that, not getting what you need from the other person. Maybe this person wants to give you more of what you need, but there's a bit of this like stuckness and stagnancy about this indecision, either for like insecurities because of finances or financial ties or other people or whatever. Also circumstantial, Cancer, you don't need to put conditions on your manifestation. If you think it's, even if they've said it, if you think, oh, they're struggling, or there's this reason or that reason, they're all just characters in your show. You just need to go, nope, they're thriving, they pour into me, I'm their only priority. It's literally that simple. Literally that simple, Cancer. Yeah, there's something here to do with one-sided, self-absorbed. Okay, there's this insecurity, right? Is this one-sided? We've got death. What's dead is dead. With date, get back out there. Someone here might be, okay, there's either a disagreement about really committing to the situation because, and both of you are just single and you're not really feeling like you're getting what you need from them, and then this is kind of the clash. Or fears that it's one-sided, or Cancer, someone is in a relationship and someone is single, so therefore there's a mismatch. And so the death card, you know, this has got to do with maybe, you know, the death card, death and death, the relationship is over. Well, some of you, okay, listen, this feels stuck. First of all, nothing's over unless you say so. So if you feel like it's over, Cancer, then you have to take your awareness off it and just forget about that. These cards are you pushed out, okay? Because this also says ascending, new phase. So it's half-half, it feels stuck, right? Change your assumption. No, they're with me, we're together. But also this date, get back out there, meeting someone new. You know, this could also be like with the death card that like there's another relationship that has to end, and then there's a lot of fear that someone's going to go and find someone new. I mean, yeah, not enough. Not enough. And then the grounding, stability and security, performance, growth and endurance. There's something about money, feeling grounded, feeling not enough, fears of someone going off and going with someone else, or someone tied up. I mean, guys, I know I'm jumping around, but in essence is all your creation. So Cancer, it looks like they feel like they're in this check-in, which by the way, like timelines are non-linear. They shift all the time, moment by moment. So if you want a quantum shift to your, and get a massive change, just fuck in a bucket anything of these details you don't like. They feel like they're your mirror. There's something about either cutting ties or being able to get, receive, give and receive. Something maybe needs to end, or a cycle of this back and forth and round and round. There's a lot of this fears and insecurities of not being enough, but then there's ascending, preparing for union. If you feel like this person isn't ready because of whatever X, Y, Z and divine timing, fuck that in a bucket, because like I said, it's not linear. Just go to your end. There is no divine timing because, as I said at the very beginning of the video, everything exists right now. That's all you need to do, and you can only experience anything through awareness, so take your awareness off any shit you don't like You can rescript the entire thing and reselect. Every experience and every version is available for you right now, guys, and your divine intelligence is going to take care of all the pieces. You don't need to worry logically about how this is going to work. Okay? All right, Cancer. Look, yeah, they want a new phase. Maybe it feels a little slow. There still seems to be communication. If you want it to go to something more than just a little bit of a message here and there, or you don't want to keep going round and round in cycles, like I've given you enough advice, I think, about that, okay? All right, Cancer, I'm sending you guys so much love. I hope that that resonated for some of you, and I intend that it helps some of you, and I will check in with you in 2 weeks' time.